Here's what a woman needs before she can truly love you. Introduction. Love is not what you think. Most men spend their lives believing that love is something a woman simply gives if she feels chemistry, attraction, or affection. They assume it's automatic, like the way a flame burns when it touches fuel. But that's not how love works in the female psyche. Before a woman can truly love, you not just enjoy your company, not just feel attracted for a season, but to genuinely commit her heart, her mind, and her loyalty. She needs very specific things. And here's the twist. These things have little to do with flowers, chocolates, or endless compliments. They have everything to do with who you are as a man, what you stand for, and how you move through life. In this video, we will explore step by step what a woman truly needs before she can love you in the deepest sense. We'll break it down with female psychology, anchored by Stoic wisdom, so you never again confuse temporary attraction with enduring love. Stage 1. Safety before love. The very first thing a woman needs before she can love you is safety. And I'm not just talking about physical safety, though that's important. I'm talking about emotional safety, psychological safety, and energetic safety. A woman cannot surrender her heart to a man she does not feel safe with. Why? Because her nature is to protect her vulnerability. For her love is vulnerability. If she senses you will judge her harshly, you cannot hold her emotions, you are inconsistent, unpredictable, or unreliable, then she will never open herself fully. She may flirt, she may date, but she will hold a piece of herself back. Safety is not weakness. It doesn't mean you bend to her emotions. It means you are strong enough that her storms cannot shake you. A Stoic man provides safety by being unshaken. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you show her that your emotions are not controlled by her moods, you become the calm harbor she can anchor to. Stage 2. Respect before love. The second thing she needs is respect. A woman cannot love a man she does not respect. And respect is not something you demand, it's something you embody. Respect comes from living by your values, keeping your word, following through on your goals, carrying yourself with quiet confidence. Too many men try to buy love with gifts, attention, and effort, but a woman sees through it. If you don't live with discipline, if you betray your word, if you fold under pressure, she cannot respect you. And without respect, love is shallow. She may like you, but she will not admire you. And love without admiration always fades. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor." When you stop craving her validation and start living in alignment with your higher self, she respects you. Only then can her love grow. Stage 3. Emotional leadership. The third need is emotional leadership. Women are emotional creatures by design. Their feelings shift with their cycles, with external environments, with subtle social cues. This doesn't make them weak, it makes them deeply attuned. But here's the problem. If you ride those waves with her, you both drown. Man who can anchor her storms, not add to them. Emotional leadership doesn't mean controlling her. It means controlling yourself. It means leading the energy of the relationship by choosing calm over chaos, direction over drift. Example, she's upset and snapping. A weak man argues back, escalating. A needy man apologizes excessively, begging for peace. A Stoic man listens calmly, acknowledges her feelings, and responds with clarity, not emotion. This emotional steadiness makes her feel like she can trust your leadership. And when she trusts you, she can love you. Stage 4. Freedom to be herself. Paired. Before she can love you, a woman needs freedom. If she feels caged, controlled, or suffocated, her attraction withers. True love grows in an environment where she feels free to be herself, where her individuality is respected. This doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Freedom is not chaos. It means you allow her to express, to pursue her growth, to shine in her way because you are secure enough not to be threatened by it. A man who tries to control her every move reveals insecurity. A Stoic man, grounded in self-mastery, knows, if she chooses me freely, her love is real. If she leaves, I remain whole. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." When you give her freedom, you show her that her presence is a gift, not your possession. And that makes her love far more powerful. Stage 5. Purpose over her. This might shock some men, but it's the most important. Before she can love you, she needs to see that you have a purpose greater than her. Why? Because women are not attracted to being the center of your world. They are attracted to orbiting a man whose world is larger than them. If you put her on a pedestal, she feels pressure, not passion. She feels like she is your mission, and that suffocates her desire. But if you are a man of vision, a man committed to growth, discipline, and contribution, she feels inspired. She feels like following you is a privilege. This is where most men fail. They abandon their goals for love. They put the woman above their mission, and in doing so, they kill the very respect and admiration that fuels love. A Stoic man knows, my purpose is my compass. Love is a companion on the journey, not the destination. Closing part 1. So in this first section, we've uncovered the first 5 things a woman needs before she can truly love you. safety, respect, emotional leadership, freedom, purpose. Without these, her love will always remain shallow, temporary attraction, not deep commitment. But this is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll explore the deeper psychological triggers that transform respect into devotion, attraction into loyalty, and interest into love that endures storms. Part 2. The deeper psychological needs. We've already seen that before. A woman can love you, she needs safety, respect, emotional leadership, freedom, and the certainty that you live with purpose. But these are the foundations. Now let's dive into the deeper layers of female psychology, the hidden needs she may never say out loud, but that silently determine whether her love for you will be deep, loyal, and lasting. 6. Consistency over time. Attraction can happen in a moment. Love requires time. A woman's deeper brain, the part tied to survival and stability, is constantly measuring. Is this man consistent? Can I rely on him? Will he still be the same man when the storms come? That's why men who constantly switch moods, lifestyles, or commitments are hard to love deeply. They are unpredictable, and unpredictability breeds anxiety, not devotion. Stoic man practices consistency. He is not a slave to external events. His discipline shows in the way he lives, regardless of emotions or temptations. Marcus Aurelius put it best: if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. When a woman sees your life is guided by such consistency, her walls of doubt fall away. And then she can give her love without fear. 7. Emotional intimacy without weakness. Here's where most men go wrong. They think emotional intimacy means dumping every fear, insecurity, and weakness onto her. But that is not intimacy, that is burdening. True intimacy is sharing your authentic self without leaning on her as your crutch. She needs to feel that you are strong and open, not cold, not robotic, but human yet steady. If you hide everything, she feels distant. If you spill everything, she feels smothered. If you balance strength with openness, she feels connected. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When you embody calm openness instead of performing intimacy, she feels safe to open too. That's when love deepens. 8. Challenge, not complacency. Many men think that to be loved, they must always agree, always please, always submit. But women don't fall in love with men who make everything easy. They fall in love with men who challenge them, not in a cruel way, but in a way that pushes them to grow. If she tests you and you always fold, she loses interest. If she challenges you and you rise calmly, she feels respect. This is why Stoicism is so powerful in love. You don't get pulled into her tests emotionally. You respond with strength, clarity, and humor. A woman craves the kind of man who helps her expand spiritually, mentally, emotionally, not the man who lets her remain stagnant. 9. A man who cannot be owned. This one is crucial. Before a woman can truly love you, she must feel that she does not own you. Paradoxically, the man who cannot be possessed is the man she desires most. If she feels she has complete control over you, her respect fades. If she knows you are your own man, free, independent, unshaken, then her admiration and desire ignite. This doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means never sacrificing your soul, your mission, or your values just to keep her. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free," and that's exactly what attracts her. Your freedom is not a threat, it's the fire that keeps her passion alive. 10. Depth beyond the surface. Finally, a woman needs depth. Attraction alone is surface level. For love, she needs to feel that you are not just another ordinary man. She needs to sense the depth of your mind and spirit. This is why men of philosophy, wisdom, and purpose stand out. Because women instinctively know, this man is rare. This man sees life differently. Depth shows in the way you listen instead of just talk. Ask questions that matter. Speak with purpose, not noise. Live by principles, not trends. When she experiences your depth, she feels her life is richer by being near you. That's when love transforms from fleeting attraction into a lasting bond. Closing part 2. Now we've added 5 deeper needs. Consistency over time. Emotional intimacy without weakness. Challenge, not complacency. A man who cannot be owned. Depth beyond the surface. These are the pillars of devotion. The things that make her see you as the man she can admire, respect, and ultimately love in a way that goes beyond mere attraction. But we're not done. In the next part, we'll go even deeper, exploring the hidden paradoxes of love, why women test men, and how Stoic mastery gives you the edge most men never discover. Part 3. The hidden paradoxes of female love. We've uncovered the visible need: safety, consistency, emotional intimacy, depth, and freedom. But love isn't just built on clarity, it is built on paradox. Female psychology works in layers that often seem contradictory. Yet, once you understand these paradoxes, you'll see that they are not contradictions at all, they are complements. Let's break them down one by one. 1. Strength and gentleness. A woman needs to feel your strength. Not just physical strength, but the strength of will, conviction, and presence. Yet she also needs to feel your gentleness, the way you touch, the way you listen, the way you handle her heart. Too much strength without gentleness becomes tyranny. Too much gentleness without strength becomes weakness. The Stoic balance is both. Firm when required, soft when needed, Seneca wrote. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. That's your compass. Your strength makes her feel safe. Your kindness makes her feel cherished. Only when the two are united can she love you without reservation. 12. Leadership and partnership. She wants a leader, but not a dictator. She wants partnership, but not equality in every form. What she craves is leadership rooted in wisdom and partnership rooted in respect. If you abdicate leadership, she feels lost. If you dominate without listening, she feels oppressed. But if you take responsibility while honoring her input, she feels devotion. This is what Stoicism trains you for, to lead not from ego, but from clarity and duty. Marcus Aurelius led the Roman Empire. Yet he wrote daily reminders to himself about humility, patience, and service. That's the model. 13. Mystery and transparency. Here's another paradox. She needs to trust you, which requires transparency. Yet she also needs to remain intrigued, which requires mystery. If you are too transparent, sharing every detail, every thought, you remove the tension that keeps desire alive. If you are too mysterious, hiding, withholding, shutting her out, she feels excluded and unsafe. The Stoic balance is this. Be transparent in your principles, but mysterious in your depths. She should always know who you are, but she should never feel she has completely figured you out. This keeps love alive for years, even decades. 14. Independence and togetherness. A woman wants to feel that you can stand alone. She doesn't want a man who collapses without her. At the same time, she doesn't want a man who treats her presence as meaningless. She needs independence that inspires, and togetherness that reassures. This is why Stoic men are so attractive. They do not depend on a woman for happiness, yet they honor her presence as a gift. When she sees you are fully alive without her, but that you choose her anyway, her love deepens in a way that can't be shaken by time or distance. 15. Stability and excitement. Finally, one of the deepest paradoxes. Women crave stability and excitement. Stability comes from your grounded presence. Excitement comes from your growth, your unpredictability in the right ways, your ability to surprise her with depth and newness. If you are only stable, you become boring. If you are only exciting, you become chaotic. If you embody both, you become unforgettable. This is why men who live with purpose never lose their woman's interest. Their growth creates excitement. Their values create stability. Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Your constant evolution gives her new reasons to fall in love with you again and again. Closing. Part 3. So we've uncovered the paradoxes that define female psychology: strength and gentleness, leadership and partnership, mystery and transparency, independence and togetherness, stability and excitement. Understand these paradoxes, and you understand why so many men fail at love. They choose one side, when the truth is always both. Part 4. The path to lasting devotion. We've explored safety, emotional depth, freedom, paradoxes, and balance. But knowing is not enough. The question remains, how do you embody all of this consistently, as a man of Stoic discipline? This is where philosophy meets practice. 16. Self-mastery before relationship mastery. Truth is simple. A woman cannot truly love you until you have learned to love mastery itself. If you cannot master your emotions, your moods will rule her heart. If you cannot master your desires, you will be pulled in every direction. If you cannot master your mission, you will expect her to become your mission. A Stoic man practices discipline, not for vanity, but for freedom, because only a free man can offer love without chains. Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. And when a woman senses that mastery in you, her love grows in trust, not in fear. 17. Purpose beyond her. She needs to know that your world does not begin and end with her, not because she is unimportant, but because you were born for something greater. Men who orbit around women lose them. Men who live for their purpose draw women in naturally. Your mission gives her a reason to admire you, to believe in you, to follow you. Marcus Aurelius, despite being emperor, never forgot that his role was to serve the greater good. That is the model. Live for something larger than yourself, and she will find security in your devotion to truth. 18. Consistency of character. Women test men, not because they are cruel, but because they seek truth. She needs to know that who you are when things are easy is the same man you are when things are hard. If you preach calmness but erupt in rage, she cannot love you deeply. If you preach loyalty but give in to temptation, she cannot trust you. The Stoic man is not perfect, but he is consistent. His values hold, even when the storm rages. Seneca said, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Your trials are the proof of your character, and your consistency is what makes her love not just strong, but unshakable. 19. The art of presence here. Something most men forget. Love doesn't grow in the future or the past. It grows in the present. When you are with her, be with her. Not on your phone, not in your head, not distracted by everything else. Presence is power. And women can sense when you are fully present, when your eyes, your mind, your heart are all in the same place. Presence tells her, In this moment, you are enough. And that is something every woman needs before she can truly love. 20. Detachment from outcome. Fina, the deepest need. She cannot truly love you until you are free from needing her love to complete you. If you cling, she suffers. If you beg, she withdraws. If you fear losing her, you already have. A Stoic man understands. Love is a gift, not a possession. He offers himself fully, but never loses himself if it ends. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Love is part of life's privilege, not life's prison. And when she sees that your happiness is rooted in being, not in clinging, she feels a devotion that no begging could ever win. Final reflection. So, here's what a woman truly needs before she can love you: safety without control, depth without suffocation, freedom without neglect, the paradoxes of strength and softness, leadership and partnership, stability and excitement, and above all, your mastery, your purpose, your presence, and your detachment. When you embody this, you don't have to make her love you. She will love you because she cannot help herself.